increase in velocity, and these have to be featured in our VT graph. And such a graph is what we call velocity time graph. See, simple in understanding. Now it is getting deaccelerated, retardation, and this graph describes the nature of motion. As I told, maybe uniform motion, non-uniform motion. If I bisect the given condition, it has to start from rest time along x-axis, velocity along y-axis. Hello students, this is SD Sir again from the Temple of Excellence. Remember my previous session? Yes, all my master pacers, my cricket champs, they had been for y'all explaining the concepts of motion. In my today's session, typically important session, we will take up the nature of graphs, the so-called velocity time graph, to understand what actually is motion. A graph is always a pictorial representation of the nature of physical proceedings. Any physical phenomenon is better understood by a pictorial representation, and that pictorial representation is a graph. And today we will understand VT graphs, velocity time graphs, to understand the nature of motion of a body. Fine. My first part is to explain what actually is a VT graph. How do I understand something called as a velocity time graph? If you observe this slide, I have a graph, again the x-axis and the y-axis. If you observe, students, which quantity is plotted along x-axis, it is time. So I am plotting time along x-axis and velocity along y-axis. And such a graph is what we call velocity time graph. See, simple in understanding, no exaggerations at all. What is a velocity time graph? Along x-axis we have time, along y-axis we have velocity, and any such graph mark is what we call VT graph. So by the definition of velocity time graph, it is a graph obtained by plotting time along x-axis and velocity along y-axis. Now I told a VT graph helps us to understand the nature of one-dimensional motion. So let us try to plot the VT graph, the so-called velocity time graph for different instances, and understand the nature of motion. The first case where I plot a VT graph for a body starting from rest. Very important situation given. The body has to start from rest and move with uniform positive acceleration. It is not velocity, uniform positive acceleration. So the situation given is the body has to start from rest and move with uniform positive acceleration. So dear students, if I bisect the given condition, it has to start from rest, which means initially it has to be at the origin. Start from rest. Initially the body has to be at the origin and it has to possess uniform positive acceleration. Always remember, when I say uniform, it should happen along a straight line. Uniform motion, straight line motion. The word uniform graphically is represented by a straight line. Positive acceleration. What do you mean by acceleration? Change in velocity. Positive acceleration andre it is increase in velocity. Look at the parameters there. Straight line motion, increase in velocity, and these have to be featured in our VT graph. So how do we plot our VT graph? Along the x-axis I should have time, and along the y-axis I should have velocity. Mention ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ from the origin. Now, so it is starting from the origin, and velocity has to increase with respect to time. As time is increasing, the velocity of the body has to increase along a straight line. So this is the VT graph for the body starting from rest, andre starting from origin, increase in velocity with respect to time, and along a straight line. Now, the next case, VT graph for a body starting with some initial velocity. Some initial velocity andre the body is not at rest And when I say the body is not at rest, it is not in the origin, and it has to have again uniform positive acceleration. ಈ ಕೇಸಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ ವಿ ಟಿ ಗ್ರಾಫ್ ಬರಿಬೇಕು, ಆದರೆ ದ ಬಾಡಿ ಶುಡ್ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಆಟ್ ರೆಸ್ಟ್. It should not be in the origin, but still it has to have some positive acceleration. So here, when the time is 0, andre initially anta artha, the body is not at rest. It has some initial velocity, and from here it has positive acceleration. Again, increase in velocity with respect to time. So this is the VT graph. It is not at the origin. It is not at rest. Means it has some initial velocity. From here, it is accelerated, uniform acceleration, and positive acceleration. Now, for a body moving with uniform negative acceleration, retardation, or decrease in acceleration. Matpuna VT graph, time along x-axis, velocity along y-axis. Now it is getting deaccelerated. Retardation andre initially the body has attained sufficient acceleration. From there, as there is increase in time, with increase in time, it has to deaccelerate. Velocity has to decrease as time increases. And since he says uniform negative acceleration, uniform again along a straight line. Now, VT graph for a body moving with increasing acceleration, just increasing acceleration. So if you observe, here it is not uniform increase in acceleration, simply increasing acceleration, which means here VT graph is not a straight line. Why this is not a straight line? Because it is not increasing acceleration uniformly. Again, therefore, along x-axis I have time, y-axis velocity, slight increase in acceleration. Andre velocity is increasing as time increases, but not along a straight line. Why? It is not uniform increase. Therefore, it is a curve. Again, uniform negative acceleration. This is an assignment for you all. VT graph for a body moving with uniform velocity. Uniform velocity helidvalla. For all equal intervals of time, the displacement should be equal. So you see, when the time is 0, this velocity is already 2. So for any interval of time, uniform velocity is defined. Therefore, I have plotted a few VT graphs, the so-called velocity time graph, for you all to understand the nature of the motion of a body. So now if I try to conclude giving you all the significance of VT graph, what is the importance of VT graph? The first significance is VT graph describes how fast is a body moving in a given interval of time. The speed of a body, how fast is it accelerating, deaccelerating? Is it positive acceleration, negative acceleration? Is the direction of the moving body changing? All these aspects are explained through the VT graph. Very important, this is very important. The slope of VT graph, I take it up very seriously, in depth, when I start deriving equations of motion. The slope of VT graph explains the acceleration of the body. Please to remember, slope, you know, acceleration is velocity by time. So the slope of any VT graph gives me the acceleration of the moving body. So what do I ascertain from the slope of a VT graph? It is acceleration of a moving body. And this graph describes the nature of motion. As I told, maybe uniform motion, non-uniform motion. Does the body have uniform velocity, variable velocity? All these things are picked up by the VT graph. So therefore, students, VT graph plays a very vital role, velocity time graph, in understanding the motion of a body. In my next session, similarly I take up position time graph and acceleration time graph. Until then, be thorough with these VT graphs. Thank you.